First here for a second. It is With Fire Cannot Burn, St. Ricketts. www.sricketts.com. We're searching for another Tuesday night. Thank the boys for turning them off. Searching for another Tuesday night live, 100% right here, episode of The Yo Show.
You.
I am Jeff the Shark Perini. Super excited to be here tonight for what promises to be an amazing show. With me, as always, in case you don't know, and after all these years, you better know, the co-hostess with the mostest, the sister from another mister, the pie-making machine, and the most beautiful face in podcast, webcast, broadcast, simulcast, bodycast, typecast, you name it, it's one way. Jewel, Tatey, Jewel, good evening.
Good evening, Jeff. How we doing tonight?
We're doing sensational. J.D. Wolf in the house. Yo from the Northland, indeed. Thanks for tuning in with us tonight, Jewel, as we approach Thanksgiving time, which is coming up. We're going to talk about that a little bit later. I, of course, want to give thanks to all the awesome stuff that happens here at the Yo Show, and thankful for you and thankful for everybody who takes time to come out. Tonight we have a sensational guest. I have not personally gotten out to see them, but I've seen plenty of video and first-hand video to know this band is wild, and I am excited for them. Coming up around 8:30 tonight, once I find the banner, because I got so many banners up. What am I doing here? Coming up at 8:30 tonight, Jewel, the punk rock band known as The Galaxy Has Eyes. Woo! I'm going to play a song or two, some interesting titles. Not sure who we're getting from the band tonight. We're told that some of them are in travel, so we'll get whoever we can, and I was told they're all awesome. So we're excited for that. Sharon, Tatey in the house screaming out, Jewel. Good evening. Any family member of Jewel's is family member of mine. Jewel just gives a, hey, doing? I'm excited for this one, J.D. Wolf, as well. It is pie season, and Jewel, I'm going to come right out and just embarrass you right from the get-go. Not embarrassed, because I marvel at this. I got this picture sent the other day. J.D. and the folks at home will love it. Jewel sent me this picture, and oh, baby, am I ready for some pumpkin pie. And here's the funny thing. I was not really ever a pumpkin pie fan until I tried Jewel's, and it's fantastic. So I give you a lot of props. They're awesome. They are sexy. Sex sells, so we're putting up sexy pies. Jewel, marvelous. They look terrific. And we're going to talk a little bit later about Thanksgiving and all that, but tell us, did we sample these yet?
Oh, yeah. I had to. I tried something a little different. I tweaked it a little bit, and I had some taste testers, and they got eaten very quickly, all the pies I made. I made 3 that night.
Wow.
And now I have my whole kitchen table is full of ingredients because I had to go to the store today because I'm not fighting people tomorrow. I'm just not doing it. I refuse. But,
tomorrow's going to be insane, yeah.
Yeah, man. So I got all the pie stuff out of the way, and yeah, I was told last night I'm going to be part of a pie contest.
Wow.
Yeah, it's going to be my pie against other pies and then store-bought pies. So we'll see what comes of that. Maybe we can have it on the show here.
That would be pretty awesome. Are you going to be local to my area on Thanksgiving?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, because I'm going to be local too. I'm going to be at her cousin Chris's house, and Chris is pretty cool. Hans Smith in the house. What's up, brother? Thank you for popping in. Greatly appreciated. I need one. I always need one. So I'm going to be maybe about 15 minutes away from your parents' house. Maybe
bring that pie over.
No, maybe just a pop in. I got my Galaxy eyes. I promise not to wear this.
Love that. I love that. I'm so jealous.
Right? Is that pretty cool? Brent's like, I got it for you, and he scored it for me. And I was kind of surprised. He went to see them. Brent really loves this band. He swears by them. And I'm telling you, from listening to a couple of tunes, it is like throwback punk rock. I know we do a lot of like throwback metal, like classic rock sound. Mm-hmm. This is like throwback punk, but it's good, and I love them. And very cool. On 8:30 tonight, Jewel, top 5 list, and I know you're enjoying when we do this, when we take like flashbacks into the years and pick like a decade. So tonight, if I could ever find the scroll again, man, I am horrible tonight. There it is. It is top 5 albums of the 1990s.
All right.
JD, this is good punk if you like punk. Jewel, Jewel.
Stay tuned. He will.
Yes, stay tuned.
And he'll become an instant fan, like we all do.
When I got into this list, I could not believe
The amount.
The amount of albums that are so freaking amazing.
There's no way. There's no way.
I'm like, okay, this isn't going to happen. I go top 100.
Yeah, this is my list. It goes like, I can't.
Wow. I did get 5, and I'm looking at some of the names. Like, man, Jules, we're going to stumble on this one, too.
Yeah.
I had a tie at number 5 because these two have to make the list one way or the other. So we actually have 6, but a tie at 5, number 5, and to this day, everybody knows the symbol. Everybody says the name. Kids of these days listen as well as people from my generation. Enter the Wu-Tang Clan from 1993. I'm telling you, man, everybody knows Wu-Tang.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody. And definitely an influential album in the rap game as well, the Wu-Tang Clan. Under Wu-Tang at number 5, tied with, and Jewel, this one brought us such an original sound from a very cool dude, top punk band in the 90s, Operation Ivy. Ooh, that's a deep cut there. Ooh, I like that one. But getting back to the list, Jewel, tied with Odelay by Beck.
Oh, man.
You know what?
So
I mean,
much.
I like Beck. I'm not a massive fan, but this album was very cool, very different. It's almost like it didn't. It's almost like I don't care what you think. Here's the album, right?
I actually found that like later on as an adult, and I'm like,
Yeah.
Just the more I listen to Beck, the more I love him, and he just never ceases to amaze me.
They kind of clobbered the song "Loser" on the radio. So after a while, like, but you go back to it now. Oh yeah,
It's such a fun karaoke song too.
it
If you ever
is.
did that on karaoke.
Number 4, this band had a terrific run in the 90s and only got bigger to the unfortunate death of their lead singer at Soundgarden, and Super Unknown by Soundgarden. And there was a lot of great songs on this album, Joel. I'm like blown away by how many great songs are on this album. And this is the grunge era. Soundgarden was one of the kings of it. Loved this album. Number 4, Soundgarden, Super Unknown. Number 3, this one for me, everybody said sell out and they're changing, but for the first time, radio-friendly songs by Metallica, and it's the Black Album. Oh, I love the Black Album, Joe. I know it's not the old-school Metallica, People's type Metallica, but I absolutely love it. Enter Sandman and Wherever I May Roam, and just so many good hits. Love it. J.D. Wolf is applauding his face off. Thanks, brother. I'm killing it tonight. I love it. Killing it. Number 2, Jen. Number 2, Joel. Bye. Number 2, Joel. You can't have a list of the 90s without these two. And at number 2, it is 10 by Pearl Jam. I mean,
I'm glad I didn't go rock because you had all the rock ones I was going to pick. Except Metallica.
These two are generational. Well, Metallica Black Album is, I mean, just.
Yeah, but that's classic.
Thank you. Number 1, Jewel. I mean, it doesn't take a whole lot of surprise to know me and know what is at number 1. And it's one of the greatest albums of all time. Nevermind by Nirvana. Absolutely. The list of hits, great. The sound, great. And long after the passing of Kurt Cobain, people still have Kurt Cobain on the brain. And Jewel, you'll know from a lot of these bands we go see at these Future Star shows, a lot of them pay tribute to and cover Nirvana. So it's, he's the songbird of this generation.
Yes, he is.
He's a songbird. Okay. Joel Tatey, your top 5 albums of the 1990s.
I'm glad I went different, though, because I kind of figured, 2 are on there. That's just going to be my tie. But number 5 goes to Tom Joad, Bruce Springsteen. This is probably the saddest album of all time, but I love it. I love everything about it. And my dad went to this tour, and he said it was very, intimate concert setting, and it was just very, very somber. But yeah, great album. And it's just constantly on my playlist. Number 4, Aaliyah, 1 in a Million. I can't believe this chick was 17 when she wrote this damn album. Or
she was amazing.
Yeah, man. But her, Missy, Timberland producing, like Timberland's one of my favorite producers, obviously being a 90s kid and all that. But Aaliyah, oh man, what a loss. I love her. Number 3 is I honestly I had dreams of them like adopting me. I wanted to cut my hair like T-Boz.
Oh, man.
Yeah, Crazy Sexy Cool, man. Classic, and just still like fan favorite. But I can listen to that album back and forth. Like it's just it never gets old.
We all had, not to cut you off, we all had a favorite. I had a massive crush on Left Eye Lopez until I
thought you were going to say Chili.
Oh, I love Left Side.
Dude,
Jen
T-Boz.
Irons.
T-Boz was I wanted to cut my hair like her. My mom's like, no.
Until I found out she was allegedly burned down Andre Rison's house. Then the love affair went away.
Burn a house down like a Andre Rising. Yeah, poor Left Eye. She's a great soul too. R.I.P. Number two, it has to be a 10. A tie with 10 and Nevermind, because I just can't. I can't. They both have to be on it, some form or capacity, and I just can't choose. And number one is Slim Shady EP. It wasn't Eminem's first album, but this was definitely like his darkest, craziest. What the hell did I just listen to? Let me go back and listen to it 5,000 times. And yeah, man, birth of Slim Shady.
What do you think about Jonathan Stamos? I like John Stamos. Were we talking about the Beach Boys and playing bongos?
John Stamos.
Did something we missed about John Stamos? Or no? Did we miss the topic? Oh.
What? What happened? Did he die?
Know. Let's Google it.
John Stamos. Hey Siri.
Hey Siri, I'm the John Stamos.
I finally got an iPhone, people. I'm a comic.
That's right. Jewel texted me over the weekend and it came up blue. And I'm like astonishment.
For your iPhone.
Wait a minute. Nearby. Shut up.
Hanging your iPhone.
Oh no, I'm doing.
Click the side button. You'll be just fine. All right, so I'm going to get my phone out now that my battery power is back to green. And I'm going to say, we're going to type in John Stamos.
He plays Uncle Jesse. And we're aware. Oh, he had that song with the Beach Boys. Are you talking about greatest albums of the 90s? Probably what he's talking about.
God, he's 60. Man.
He's 60?
Right?
He looks great. It's just not fair. Does. Guys just get better looking.
Thank you.
No damn sense.
We certainly, I don't see anything about John Stamos, but I'm a John Stamos fan. I like John. Matter of fact, it was my opinion that either John Stamos or Rob Lowe should have taken over the role of Charlie Harper, and 2.5 Men shouldn't have did the Walden thing. Just change actors and keep Charlie.
Yeah, not really a fan of that show.
Jesus, wow. Yeah, please.
Not a dude. It's such a dude show. I can't.
It is a dude show.
Every guy
very
likes
good.
The show though. Let's
rehash our top five. Both of us were ties. I got tied number 5 with Beck's Odelay and Enter the Wu-Tang by the Wu-Tang Clan. Number 4, Super Unknown by Soundgarden. Number 3, The Black Album, Metallica. Number 2, 10 by Pearl Jam. Number 1, Never Mind by Nirvana. Or as Beavis and Butthead would say, Nirvana. He's afraid of John Stamos afraid of little people? That's interesting.
What?
Apparently. Apparently. J.D. Wolf, I like how you did the hand clap things, like to count us down so we know where we're at. Jewel came back with a Tom Joad, was it?
Ghost of Tom Joad.
Ghost of Tom Joad. Okay, I thought I was missing a word in there. By Bruce Springsteen. Number 4, 1 in a Million by Aaliyah. Or Aaliyah. Not Aaliyah.
Aaliyah.
I just called her Aaliyah. I'm a fan of that, though. I loved her. Mm-hmm. And that wasn't really my style of music. I loved her. Great entertainer. Number 3, Crazy Sexy Cool by TLC, which is funny because I almost picked Blood, Sugar, Sex, Magic by Red Hot Chili Peppers. That would have been kind of wild. I don't know why, but it would have been. Crazy Sexy Cool, TLC. Number 2, a tie between Nirvana's Nevermind and Pearl Jam's 10. And number 1, what a shocker, the Slim Shady EP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's so many, like the Chronic. Jesus Christ.
The Chronic, I kept seeing. I'm like, and I couldn't quite do it.
So many.
And I had no Stone Temple Pilots on there. And no Alice in Chains.
Alice in Chains, yeah.
Right? And like
Sublime, Cypress Hill,
Sublime.
Like on and on. But we did, our favorites, what got us through.
Absolutely, we certainly did. Before we play a song, I'm going to give a massive shout out to the band Modern Yesterday, who I saw this Saturday, and their drummer, who broke his drumstick. And then he said, "Who wants a souvenir?" I said, "Me." And we talked him into signing it. So thank you, Victor, from Modern Yesterday.
That's awesome.
For the autographed drumstick.
Keeping us forever. Went and got drumsticks.
They got paraphernalia. Miss Joey is in the house, hair pulled back as if she is ready to tell you the business. Collective Soul is a good one.
Our boys.
Next time, top 10. Next time, top 100.
Yeah.
Joey, before we crank out a song, let the audience know what to do that are watching on YouTube with the Yo Show.
Make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on all notifications and hit that like button and
Hold it.
Okay, let's read
Super
out.
Joey. So, hi, Pat.
Hi.
Super Joey.
Okay.
And happy belated. We said it last week, but happy belated birthday. to
Happy
Pat.
belated.
Make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on all notifications and hit that like button in the face, but don't break your screen. And happy Thanksgiving, happy Christmas, and happy Hanukkah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's like she plans
Very
on
good.
not seeing us for the next 2 months. But
Let's
thank
just focus on Thanksgiving this week, please.
I know,
No,
right? Man,
Christmas.
Can't think ahead.
Christmas.
Christmas carols.
all over
week.
my
You can't-
house.
you can't.
All over my house, too, with nephews, and they all want to decorate for Christmas. I'm like, let's let Thanksgiving pass first, and then we'll
Ready. Just not
we'll
ready.
get that set.
Oh,
So,
yes, you are.
So tonight we have the Galaxy Has Eyes, and I'm pretty excited. And might have to remove Joey for the first song because it's a little dirty.
Oh, yeah. This is a bad song, but you can come back later.
Okay, call me back.
Love you.
Love you.
And actually, what I'm going to do, since I realize I can't really put up the song piece because it's going to show that picture, the song is called "Looking at Titties." Yes, I kid you not, that is the name. And Jewel, I'm going to definitely have to put up their banner and block this picture because it might get taken down. So,
I think you're good. It's blocked out. That's what they do. With art, that's what they do. I think
there
we're
we go.
good.
We'll put up their picture. Anyway, it's "Looking at Titties." It just makes me laugh, but it's a great song too. It is tonight's special guest. The Galaxy Has Eyes already then, but it's just that good. And being punk rock, it's quick. It's only a couple minutes long. So stick around. We'll be back in a few minutes here on the Yo Show after playing a quick one here from tonight's guest. The Galaxy Has Eyes. This is Looking at Boobies.
Let's come out and end it. Because we're symbiotic, crumble creatures. So you and I can let it go now. We're going out for war. We get some drinks from a Madonna, tequila, bourbon. Let's get going. I do not appreciate. You're looking at today's so we go out to a party. We mingle around and make some good friends. Not high. Did you just look at her tits? I said, oh, did you just look at her? Hey. I do not appreciate. You looking at today's. I do not appreciate. You looking at today's. I'll sing the night. Salamain, I don't read the ambulance. Come to a treatment. A sexy little nurse. Come to ride on it. Taste the vital like a sin. I do not appreciate. You looking at today's. I do not appreciate. You looking at today's.
Razor
All right.
sharp right there. Let me get the banner out of the way there and come back to us staring at boobies. Or, as they like to call it, looking at titties. A very cool song by the Galaxy Has Eyes. Super excited for them. And I'm telling you, Jewel, they played a couple times at Bar 13 in Delaware. Legendary place. Then they played in Harrisburg, and Brent made his way up there, and he Dropboxed me some videos. It just goes to show you the electricity on stage. I was kind of wishing I could get them here. It didn't work out all that well trying to transfer them over because just watching this band on stage, the electricity, it's pretty cool.
They're insane. They're so insanely talented. They remind me of like Molly Rhythm, Mag Dylan, Glam
Yes.
Skanks, like all rolled
Wow.
up in like my favorite punk style. Like I enjoy them so much. Their songs are so catchy and you just got them, man. I'm so excited.
I agree. I'm excited as well. And, you know, I'm looking, the song titles make me laugh and the picture makes you laugh. I'm like, man, what am I going to do with this picture? Like, I don't know if I could even put it. But, you know, we rolled with it anyway.
I know. I
These are
sent him the
banner.
duck too because this is like right up her alley and it's just an instant favorite, right? Right, JD? There you go.
Absolutely. And it's funny, a few minutes ago, you're like, oh, hi, Dad. Dad's watching. And then
Yeah.
here's the song choice, Dad. But it's very cool. It is art. And as we said, there's all forms of art. And it's funny, too. It's clever. All guys do it. Let's not even try to act, let's not even try to lie about it. Jewel, I know you look. You know, we all look.
I mean, how can you not?
That's right. Sometimes, how can you not? Agreed.
Galaxy's eyes are up here.
Right. Yeah, that should be their next album. Galaxy Has Eyes are up here. Not bad. Jewel, you're an innovator, right? How you do it. Let's get down to some nitty gritty, Jewel, before the band comes on. And that, of course, for all you who stayed up late last night, especially
Yes.
me, you will notice that the Philadelphia Eagles
Woo!
up to 9-1 after a tough fought victory over former coach Andy Reid and last year's Super Bowl champions over us, Kansas City Chiefs. Jewel, wow.
I'm so happy. What a friggin' nail biter. And I was out for the game and just the energy and the nervousness and I was sweating bullets, but man, we pulled it out.
Yeah, Cassie kept saying, I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed. And I'm like, at this point, I'm like, no, you can't because you're in the lucky seat now because we're still ahead. I had my Kelsey jersey shirt on. First half started bad. I threw my Kelsey shirt off. I'm like, okay, let's just go with a T-shirt. And look what happened.
Switched up, man. See,
Switched
like
up, yeah.
if I'm home, like I have to walk out of the room. I have to be up but when I was out, you have to look. So
Oh, yeah.
like I'm either
You don't
gonna
have
be
a
really
choice.
happy or crying. But
And
it was awesome. And
I
did
mean,
Travis get hurt?
he got roughed up a little bit at one point, but stayed in the game, and he had a
I saw
crucial
some
drop
tears.
there. Too.
Yeah.
Oh, but there were tears. Was Taylor crying too?
Yeah. Mahomes and Brittany were crying.
Right. In the end, the real Kelsey and Swift combination won right here. And
That's our Swiftie.
Swift was excellent last night,
Mm-hmm.
too. Did a great job. And Devontae Smith had a couple key catches, including that bomb. Not a
Jalen.
lot of AJ Brown last night, but the defense came up and Smith and Swift.
AJ,
and,
he had a touchdown, did he? Brown?
no, he did not.
I thought he did.
Now, Sharon, thank you for that, because a lot of people say watch the Manning cast. It's better. I have not. I don't know. Jalen ran.
I
for
never
a
watch
TD.
him.
And
Oh, what's that on different channels? So you can like hear them.
yeah, it's.
I never think to do that.
I think ESPN2 does. It's the Manning cast, and they're part of the Monday night game, and they usually have guests in and all that. So wait, Jalen had a TD. He ran for 2. He did the tush push, which is like my favorite play in all of football. Then he ran 1. Manning cast is on ESPN2. Thank I thought so. It's Eli and Peyton. It's a different twist.
I had to listen to some on the radio, but it's always nail biting and comforting. Usually when I go out, and I'm so superstitious. Sometimes when I go out, we lose.
Yeah, I don't
But we
like
did
going.
not.
I don't like going out. Matter of fact, over the past couple of years, the Sixers, who I can't believe haven't sued me yet, because every time I go out for a Sixers game, they lose. Like every time.
Those are Phillies. Every time playoff game, they lost. It's not my fault.
Yeah.
Swear it's not.
I swear it's not our.
Krabby Cakes and Homemades.
But a massive win last night. It's big because people were talking about who the best team in football is. It kept coming up a lot the last couple of days, and a lot of people say San Francisco. And hey, wow, they look terrific. Kansas City, of course, is always in that conversation. But after last night, going 9-1, shutting them out in the second half, keeping Mahomes to 17 points. I mean,
with rain,
hey,
like
with
terrible
rain.
conditions.
Right? I'm leaning towards the Birds a little bit here as the best team in football. But the schedule gets brutal, Jewel. Buffalo is coming up. A rematch with Dallas coming up. And that's in Dallas. And we know they're tough. I'm not even trying to, lie about it because I hate them, but they're tough. And then you have San Francisco also on the docket. You have a tough couple weeks coming up.
Oh yeah, it's not going to be easy, but this was the big one. I feel like we got through the hump going into the holiday. Like I feel like our confidence is going to be a little better.
I agree. Meanwhile, Dallas is beating up on the Giants, who have like one win, and then beating up on Carolina, who has one win. And Thanksgiving, they're going to play Washington, who has like 2 or 3 wins, whatever. So they're going through the crap part of their lineup. And, 2-2. Who else? We'll go 2-2 in these. JD, don't make me bet. I already bet last night the Eagles and the over, and I lost.
Jeez. But that's the game on Thanksgiving.
I just took the over. Yeah,
Dallas.
Thanksgiving is Dallas and Washington. The late night game is Seattle and San Francisco. And then the 12:30 game is Detroit. And I want to say Green Bay. Am I correct there? Let's check it out real quick. You know what this thing? I don't know, like internet issues. You know what?
I'm going to go to a Detroit game and see Eminem in the stands because he always goes.
I don't. I'm going to go to it.
Mom spaghetti.
Yes, Packers Lions. Right, so Packers Lions, Commanders Cowboys, 49ers Seahawks, and a Black Friday game for the first time ever. Dolphins versus Jets on Black Friday. So that's pretty neat. It's 3:00. I'll be at work.
Oh, Jets are so lame.
His daughter
They're
too.
just awful to watch.
Who, the Jets? The Jets are terrible. But the Dolphins are pretty high flying. He said Eminem's daughter goes too. How about that?
Oh, she does. Yeah, she just got married. She's so pretty.
She
What a
is pretty.
level-headed young lady.
Oh yeah, terrific. Well,
But her podcast, I try to listen to it. It's called Just a Little Shady. It is so boring. It is
Really?
so boring. And I thought I would get some like good insight because both of his daughters are on it. And man, just put me to sleep.
doesn't do it for you, huh? Our man about town. I started off calling this guy our photographer and videographer, and then he became like the executive of video production here at the O Show. But now he's just the man around town. Brent Worrell is in the house.
He needs a better title. Extraordinaire.
Right? We need a
Well done,
lot of
Brent.
titles for this guy. And look at that shirt, indeed. Thank you, brother. He picked it up at the show, said, you got to have this. I said, of course I got to have this. And then last night he stopped by to bring it over, and I love it. I absolutely love it. Very cool. And I'm like, man, it's ugly. Like I bring it in the house, I'm like, man, it's ugly. My wife's like, that's actually really cool. I'm like, it is cool.
Yeah.
But dude's kind of ugly.
But it's so 90s. I love it. It reminds me of all
Nah,
the band
JD.
shirts back in the 90s.
I cheated. I got a white shirt on underneath, though.
Oh, yeah. I was going to like bundle up, but then just getting ready and all, I'm like, I don't know.
It's
Excitement for
cool.
tonight.
A lot of excitement, and why not? A super group who will be with us shortly. The Galaxy Has Eyes. We have one member in already backstage, and we'll give it a few minutes, see if anybody else pops up. If not, we'll bring Charles out and talk to him about the magic of the band. And I got to tell you, man, like super cool. And like I said, Brent goes out with just an awesome camera and sets up shop and takes amazing videos and pictures. Sends me on Dropbox, and he's like, here you go, have at it. And man, it is so good. And matter of fact, Joel, they're playing December 8th at HMAC, and I'm trying to find a way to clear the schedule and get up there and see this. It's a show, man. And in the videos, you see the crowds like right up against it too, getting into it. They really own the stage. It's very cool. The song was great. And Brent said, we got to go to their next show. Like I said, I'm trying to find a way to get December 8th free. I might be working, but I can always go after, whatever. It's a Saturday. I'm going to say 3 weeks away? 2 weeks away?
I'm not using this phone at all.
No, you're going to my calendar. See, I'm going to teach you calendar 101. You teach me TikTok, I'll teach you calendar. It's a Friday night, and it's like 3 weeks away.
Friday night?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm off like every Friday in December. Let's do it.
Let's do it, right?
Yeah.
You guys, Kinsey King in the house. Thank you for tuning in. As always, JD Wolf exactly take a vacation day. It's worth it. The videos I seen, the songs we hear, it's magic. And let's get going. Let's bring out one member of this awesome band. The Galaxy Has Eyes, everybody, is the band. We played one of their songs, Looking at Titties, which, of course, we're going to pound Charles on. He gave us a little laugh. Yeah, Jeff's eventually going to go on TikTok. So let's bring out, to get us started, let's bring out Charles from The Galaxy Has Eyes. What's up, brother? How you doing?
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
We're doing great, man. Thank you so much for getting on. And I've been told by the band, we don't know how many of you are going to see, but it don't really matter. We've done it before. We'll do it again. You're representing the whole band. So don't pull Keith Richards and say bad shit. Talk cool about your band.
I can talk about all the horrible shit. No, actually, I think we were panicking and thinking it was only like one person at a time. So I just texted a bunch of people and was like, "Yo, if you want to come in here for the rest of the band, so maybe we'll get the other ones in. But if not, you still got me. Which I'm sorry, I'm not the fun one."
You're all the fun one. And our man Brent, who works along with us in the show and does the pictures and videos, has seen you a couple times, swears by it. He says you're awesome. He said to me like last night, says he noticed he dropped off the shirt, which I love.
Oh my God, that's so cool.
Yeah, he picked one up at the show, and I'm like, I gotta have one. So he brought it last night. And he said, I said, I'm not sure who we're gonna get. He said, Duder's not a bad member of this band. So whoever you get is gonna be great. So that's awesome. We appreciate that from him as well.
Thank you.
But let's get started in it. Now, Charles, you're drummer, correct?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, so happy birthday. Happy belated birthday.
Oh, thank you very much.
That's what we pay attention here.
31 hertz.
Tell us,
Aw,
wow. You're a baby
don't
yet.
say that.
I've heard it gets worse, but that's okay.
30s
It gets
are great.
a lot. It gets a lot worse. 30s are awesome. Probably the best time of my life. So tell us a little something about the band. Like, first of all, congratulations on the success you've been having doing shows, the electricity on stage, the all-out effort. Like, there's sax, there's guitar, there's drum, there's an awesome singer. Tell us, man, how do you get psyched up for this and bring that on the stage? It looks wild.
I mean, I guess getting psyched up for it, a lot of this has kind of been, yeah, I mean, I think it's just what punk music is, is you get this opportunity to, or music in general, but mostly punk music, you get this opportunity to get up on stage and scream about, how screwed up everything is. I'm not sure how intense I can go on. I'm not sure how intense I can go on the cursing here, but
Let it rip, brother. We're all friends here.
I mean, stuff's fucked up, obviously we won't go into details because that turns into a separate kind of show.
Yeah.
But I think punk's always been a great opportunity, at least for me, and I think in bits and pieces for Kira and everyone else associated, it's an opportunity to scream about how things aren't okay, and that doesn't have to be a problem. It's just a nice unifying, thing to come together with, and just kind of have fun and dance around with everybody and party and just, I don't know, like have a drink at the end of the world kind of thing.
That's a great answer, too. Absolutely a world-class answer.
And it's got to be therapeutic, just like going there. I mean, all the work that's put into it, songwriting, and then seeing it come to life on stage. How do you feel after a show? I want to know the pre-show routine, and what's the energy like after the show?
Pre-show, at least for me, has been a panic-ridden, like anxiety of getting set up. Like I thought I would get more comfortable the more we played shows, and now I get more neurotic to a point where I have like the measuring tape they use now for like weighing waist size or measuring waist sizes and stuff like that. I've now gotten to a point where I'm so nervous about making mistakes that I'm measuring the distances to my drums to making sure where we play in the studio is equivalent distances to the spot. That's just me, though. I think a lot of it's just trying to, I think a lot of times just trying to calm down. Like, it does start to blur together, I think, so a lot of times it's, what are we doing today? Are we going here and doing it? Okay, cool. But like, I think that's kind of made it more of a freeing opportunity to like try new things and make it not boring for yourself. Boring is obviously not the right word, but for lack of a better term, keeping it eventful for yourself while also still doing a good show. And then also trying not to mess everyone up around you because you get the stares.
Especially the drummer. And afterwards, what's it like? You wiped out?
Sweaty. Yeah. You know, it's rough. Kira normally at this point has found a way to get the shit kicked out of her at every show. One show we played with the Jasons actually about a month or two back. October. So a month back. Somebody had I guess kicked her in the knee, not on purpose, but just happened to
Jesus.
kick her in the knee. And luckily there was this med student there. I forget his name, but he just happened to know enough to save the day for that at the end.
Wow.
But I guess what he had done is moved her knee, which is the polite way of saying almost dislocated her knee. And
Oh,
this is song 3, and we had 6 more to go, and she trucked on through it she didn't stop. And then in the middle of that, also she was singing, I guess, and somebody bumped her in the elbow, and she did not chipped a tooth.
Oh my God.
It's the chaos is inspiring, but also it's terrifying, especially for her. I don't know how she runs out now. And we have Jared too, the saxophone player. He's out there running around. We just had a show where the circle pit showed up, and he's running around playing his saxophone. So
Oh my God.
it's after that you normally get this really nice, relaxing, okay, we can just chill out now and hang out with these people and nothing happened. Yeah, he does have it on.
He's got it on video, trust me.
There, I forgot all about that.
Holy crap.
And that's pretty awesome though. And to see her and to see the band, she looks like a legit rock star. I mean, like you said, you see the moments of the sweatiness and the rough up, but she seems like a boss out there. And not disrespecting any of you guys, but she kind of owns that stage, and that's gotta be pretty cool to have. A female, because we're big in the female fronted now, and she's running the show, and all you guys are on the same page. How's it feel to have that kind of unity? Because you hear bands saying, "Man, it's our bands don't work and our lives are separate," but you guys seem to have a good unity. Isn't it important to kind of be a tight unit as a band?
Oh, 100%. I'd say recently too, we've had in a polite way, no, this is not some breaking up announcement here, but we've had some disagreements with creative stuff for sure. Those arguments happen all the time. The second we get to creativity, it's as close as we are, I think your brain, at least me, you're well, we're all going this way, right? And then you got Kira or Jared or somebody. Well, I think we should go this way, and you're how are you not seeing my point? It starts like that, but I think the cool part is watching it all disappear when you go to play a show as well, because at the end of the day, it stops being about you and it becomes the unit. And I think that was kind of the most important thing for this one was no matter what, coming together as a unit and playing as best we could, as hard as we could for the people we, wanted to play for was, I think, the most important portion of it for us.
Terrific.
And where are you guys originally from, and how did the band originally get started?
So it originally started in, I guess we'll say you familiar with the Quakertown area, kind of near
Oh, sure.
Allentown, and
Yeah.
For those who don't know, it's basically Philadelphia's right here. Let me see if I can reverse it. Oh, there you go. It's up here.
Yeah, so
In between there somewhere. So I renovated this whole basement. This is my COVID project at my parents' house. I renovated.
this is mine.
I just shaved mine. I tried the handlebar mustache for a second, but it didn't work. Not at all. But yeah, we renovated this whole thing, turned it into a nice studio. And at the time, Nick Carbo, the guitarist, and I were playing this other band called Officer Rowdy. And it was, it was a fun band, same kind of concept, punk songs and stuff like that. And we really were pushing to do this one song as a duet. And Kira, who had never actually had an opportunity to sing in a band before, had essentially expressed an interest in doing something. So we kind of pushed to get her in there in the recording studio. And I have it somewhere, but she would stab me for showing anyone that it ever existed. It didn't go as well as it was, as well as it should have, but she still sung, she did well. And then one day, one of the guys couldn't make it to practice, so she just kind of went, "Hey, I have an idea. Can we do one of these songs that she wrote?" And then pretty much within 2 hours, we all kind of looked around. We're "So this is a side project, right? We're definitely doing this all the time." And then it started to overshoot the old project completely. So then we're "Okay, this is the full project. We're not going to waste any more time. This is the one." And then it's kind of been picking up ever since.
Awesome.
Officer Rowdy is such a great band name.
I know, right?
You have to coin that.
I do. I truly, I do miss and love that band. It was a lot of fun. That was Colin, our old bassist. We had to like kind of do some shuffling around to make everything work. Unfortunately, so like we had to have him step away. But he's in his own right was a very gifted songwriter. He, as a bass player too, even brought in several of the songs that we still play now, and like credit definitely goes to him. You know, I feel bad we put Cody or the new bass player in a lot of awkward positions because people go, "I love that bass line, it's so good," and he's like, "I didn't do that one."
Thanks.
Yeah. But we're finally getting to the stuff that he's actually written and contributed. You know, he's playing in a Primus cover band, if you're familiar with.
Oh, wow.
He's a furious player. Like, he's amazing. So
Yeah,
you know,
Primus brings bass playing to another level. So that's pretty impressive.
Oh yeah, it was the craziest thing. It was really, it's a moment of self-deprecation, but it's very interesting to go from like feeling like equal playing field with everybody, and then bringing like Jared in and Cody in, and then watching Carbo and Kira improve, and then for a second you're like, am I the weak link? I might be the weak link. But you know, then you're kind of like, oh well, if I'm the weakest link, honestly, that's not that bad, you know, considering
True.
what we do at the show and stuff. At no point am I self-deprecating to a point of sadness here. You know, it's more of, you know, being impressed by who we surrounded ourselves with for this band.
Good looking out. They definitely sent the right guy for the best answers so far. I got to ask because we played, and the song I love, we played Looking at Titties, and I laugh, and I had to bring it to Jewel, and me and Jewel, you know, man and woman. And even my wife's like, wait, that's the song name? I'm like, yeah, it is, and we're playing it. Who wrote that song, and who came up with it, and how on board was Kira? Because, let's face it, it's a fun song no matter what. I know what it's about, but it's cool, it's fun.
Oh, yeah. It's, that one actually cracks me up. It's still a story I tell, and maybe she'll tell me I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure, though, I'm correct on this one, because I remember talking about it. She wrote it, and what it was she's a huge fan, which is what a lot of Galaxy Eyes came from, by the way, is she's a huge fan of, like, Cronenberg, like, The Thing, stuff. No, I'm sorry. Was he The Thing? Oh, God. Now I'm canceled because I don't know any of that stuff.
John Carpenter? John Carpenter's The Thing?
Carpenter.
Carpenter, okay.
Like that, the Cronenberg creature kind of stuff. I'm just
Gotcha.
I'm uncultured, but so I guess it is this idea of this couple that loves each other so much that they're like, obviously we've got to combine our bodies, and the second they combine bodies and consciousnesses, she starts to realize that all her boyfriend's doing is looking at tits. And so, of course, they're going to a party, he's looking at tits. So then she gets so mad or frustrated with it, she stabs him in the heart, and they go to the hospital. And what would happen but a nurse with big tits walks in? It starts the whole cycle over again. And it's still, and that's
Heartwarming.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, it is obviously funny, but I think it plays into all the other songs that have been written. Kira, the exception of maybe one song, I think Kira's written, just about, no, Kira's written everything. Kira's written all of our songs, and a lot of the feelings and emotions that she comes up with, a lot of times are like on the fly, but they're like really well written. Like Sitting Ducks is another great example, which is what that shirt's based off on. She drew that, by the way, too. She's
Wow, really?
a woman of many talents. So,
she needs to write a book too. I would read that.
I know, I'm waiting on the book next, but she's so that one was based on like a true story. I remember we used to work at a restaurant, Red Robin, so the chain restaurant, which is perfect for punks because
because Red Robin,
the best way to get you pumped up. But I remember she was like legitimately having like a heart attack because she was so stressed out about everything that was going on with her life and like not having enough money, that she was legitimately struggling. And that's where that song came from with her, and she killed it. I think that's still one of like the band total favorites where we can all agree that song like hits and hits hard.
Awesome.
Are you surprised just with the Spotify plays? Like what's on the top 5? Do you guys keep track of that?
So, yeah, sometimes I think after it got past for I'll speak for me for this one. After it got past 500, I went, oh wow, people actually like this stuff. Like what happened? That's cool. And like I'm sure I've been in like several bands. I'm sure there's other bands that have passed a couple hundred, but I've never directly looked or taken it seriously. So, but this one, when you watch, like looking at titties, granted, I also think part of that is because the album cover is literally titties. So everyone's like,
That
Darn
helps.
it.
you're like, all right, I have to look like, but then you go and look at like the YouTube page on it or channel or whatever, and it's like at like 5,000, 3,000, something. It's like insane how quickly it's moving up. Now we could argue they listened to 10 seconds and go, oh God, no, and then skip it. But like, if they don't, that's spectacular that it got up that high.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's listening to 10 seconds to you guys and skipping.
I know exactly.
I'm-
like right away is
Mhm.
as soon as I got in, and that's it.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. No.
I was gonna say I'm more excited to see with the new stuff coming out with the saxophone because I love
Yes.
we love our first album. It's really cool, but there was that brief second where I kind of floated. Should we just go back and like put saxophone on all of this stuff? And everyone's like, no, leave it what it is. And I'm like, all right, that's fair. But the saxophone.
Yeah.
Do you get the skeptics? Because everybody nowadays is a skeptic.
Yeah,
They're
we
like,
had-
here comes an awesome punk band. What's a saxophone doing in there? Do you get gripe like that?
Not too much. Most of the time, we've been approached with fascination. People go, oh, "How's that gonna work?" And then you get the, "Oh, so you're a ska band," and then you go, "We are not ska." You gotta
Right, there's not ska, right?
not insulted. I love ska. I do.
Not that there's anything wrong with that. But
Yeah,
Right.
nothing.
I almost said ska, so I'm glad I didn't even say it.
Oh no, you're okay. But that's my favorite part is to sell them. Because they go, "Oh, so you guys play ska? Like, what is it like? Street Light? Or are you doing real big? We're like, no. We're like legitimately a punk band. We just happen to have this guy who played one show and then just texted us and went, "Yo, can I keep doing this?" And we're like, "Okay, all right." So we don't have that. I will say, I think initially when we started out, one of the interesting ones was, which is kind of fun to watch, I guess, from like a far away perspective. But I can understand how it's frustrating for Kira. Is like first encounters when she first started out. She's always polite when she shows up to shows and stuff like that. But I think some people go like, "Oh, that's just that band dude's girlfriend," or like any band dude's girlfriend, and then she comes up and kills it, and people were like, "Oh my God, you're really good," and it's like, well, oh, now she has value because she like did well. Like that's not fair.
Yeah.
But it's gotten to a point
Yeah.
now where that doesn't happen anymore. People are like seeing the videos, hearing the songs, and going, "Oh, you're Kira, that's awesome!" And so it's cool to watch that, even just that shift, even though it should never have been that first way in the first place. It's still, something you can't change overnight, unfortunately.
I feel we get the guests like we have some great female artists that come on and everybody's like, "Oh, she's hot." I'm like, dude, it's not that. Listen to the music first. Listen to the way they're singing, and then worry about the rest later. You could looking at titties later. Listen to the music first, and the majority of them are so freaking good, which I love. I love the fact that the power struggle is like meeting in the middle, male, female, singing.
Yeah, 100%.
And I was just reading an interview and she got hit in the nose, and you're telling me about kneecaps and twos. I'm like, oh my God. Protect her at all costs. Protect this woman.
I think she actually does have a photo of like right after she got hit in the nose. There's a photo at that venue of her going like,
Oh no.
one of those things where you don't want to laugh because she was like, "Oh, I'm not okay, but I'm gonna keep going."
Yeah,
I mean,
man. She's a cannon.
walks through, and she's on. Before she was in this band, I think she was on 8 concussions. So
Wow.
you're like, you gotta be careful, dude. And she's like, "It's fine, just go." Like, that's honestly where you'll see her go harder, or like, as hard as she possibly can, is watching these people like get into it because.
Right. Yeah. So you want to be a front woman or front man? Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
You get punched in the face by accident.
I give her credit because I would have cried and quit probably that night. And she's like half my size.
Yeah.
What has been your favorite show experience, or maybe favorite venue and then favorite show experience personally?
I really loved, which it's a weird place because it doesn't really work for punk, but I really loved Cosmic Arts is what it was called. So it was where is it, in Pottstown, I think. Are you too familiar with that at all?
Yeah, we're near Pottstown.
Yes, that's
kind
right.
of.
Oh, okay. See, they told me to come on, and I'm like, "Oh, come on, I just don't know who I'm talking to."
Locals, kind of.
All right, cool. Now I know. But yeah, I loved Cosmic Arts because, you're looking at like what essentially looked like just a like a movie theater back in the day or something.
Yeah.
And you're like, I don't get what we're doing here. And then you walk in, and it's like this Warhol-esque, like everybody's making art. Like even the workers are kind of like, yeah, we'll get you tea in a second. I have to go make these insane vinyl paintings. And you're like, what am I doing? Our old bassist was trying to start a drum circle, and you're like, there are bands playing. Like we can't do that right now. He's like, but it's fun. We can do it. Like I just loved how chaotic it was. But
Yeah, that sounds awesome. And they hold regular shows?
I don't know so much anymore. Like right now, I don't know because it has been a bit, unfortunately. But I think the last time we played with them was last July. Which I'd like to reach out to him again. I really love playing with them because I think what was the other place in Pottstown? The Nail, Rusty.
Rusty Nail, I think, is Ardmore, correct?
Oh, that's Ardmore. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah,
Ardmore, yeah.
We just went to a place. Was that in Pottstown, Jeff?
Yeah, it was close to Pizza Cosmo. The PC pub, Pizza Cosmo. They have a great stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, their stage is
If
cool.
you ever come across that, that's the kind of stage you guys should be on.
I would love to be on there. That would be fun. We're like looking at branching out. As much as I love playing, we were playing Bar 13 a lot.
Yes,
the
great
Panel
place.
in York a lot, and Mill Hill Basement a lot. That's like the ones we've kind of played the most. I'd say like as cool as they were, we're trying to like not play the same stage 4 or 5 times next year. So we're trying to branch out, which means a little bit further space between shows that people can get to. But like it's I think it's time to start gracing other people, to make fun of ourselves, gracing other people's eardrums with our stuff.
I like that, especially if you're the Galaxy. Like you got to get out there.
Yeah, you can't.
The reputation's at stake.
1 star.
And you're playing in Maryland soon, correct?
We did play in Maryland last Friday.
I
Actually.
just played. Okay, I thought
Yeah,
I saw
that was
Maryland.
that was at the Crown, I believe. Yes, that was at the Crown because it keeps getting confusing because we're playing the Queen in Delaware in a couple weeks.
The Queen, the crowd.
Yeah. And then on top of the Queen is the smaller venue called the Crown, and so then we're talking about the Crown, and we think we're driving to Delaware, and then you're actually driving to Maryland, and everybody's panicking.
Oh man.
So
Trust me, we got places in PA that we're working on, so we'd love to have you down this end, the Bucks County area, because I love what I hear, I really do. I ask this a lot. Can you imagine what you'd be doing if you weren't doing music? I mean, you talk about being a waiter, and I'm sure that's the last thing on your mind. But let's say tomorrow you're like, I got to stop playing. What would you do? Any ideas? What other hobbies or skills or what else is in your life?
I mean, I've been. It's like setting up a Tinder profile. No, it's my music, movies, video games, and animals. So I can never figure it out. I think that's kind of why I liked going into music, because figuring it out didn't necessarily mean like sitting behind the drum set and doing like, oh, I'm just gonna play punk music. Like I've done indie bands, indie rock, I did a worship band kind of by accident. I didn't know it was worship. And then you start singing about
What kind of worship?
Yeah,
Really worship.
oh, we're singing about a father, and you're like, oh yeah, I'll sing about dads. And then it starts going, you light my way, and you're like, oh, oh crap, this is the first.
Here we go.
And you're like, but I worked so hard, I can't keep it up. And then you're playing like a Jesus camp in Long Island. That's what's happening right now. But where would I be doing other than this? I don't know. I think at a certain point in my 20s, when you're in that existential quarter life crisis kind of thing, I thought like, as long as it's creative, I'm good. I've done the factory jobs, and like I understand the people who do them. I do understand that mentality of like you start here, even career people for bigger things. You start here and you work your way up, and then you're here and you make money and you have a family, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. That's a great thing, but my brain can't sit still like that. And so
I feel you.
I started to realize that I just kind of eventually need to find a way to be my own boss. So I'd imagine if I wasn't doing drums, I'd be figuring out how to photograph animals in the wilderness or just traveling. And yeah, I want to experience everything, and I don't think I can do that by staying in one place, which is why things like music are great.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you there because at my job, I'm always scrolling through my phone and listening to music and looking at new bands. And my boss says, like, "Oh, Yo Show, we're over here." In other words, like he knows what I'm doing. He knows I'm show scouting. He's like, "Hey, Yo Show, how about joining us back over your work?" So I feel you. This
Yeah.
stuff never shuts off in my brain. My job, this never shuts off.
Yeah, we have to have day jobs.
Yeah, especially like I know they fund the habit. Like I lucked out. I happen to pick a cool job that I get to work at a screen printing company, so I
That's
get
not bad.
discounts on our stuff. You know, our the place I work made that.
Discounts.
Yeah, the 5 fingers.
Okay, get me one.
Yeah, right. But yeah, like it's a nice job, so I get to work with, which is oddly enough, like some of my musical heroes. They'll come in, and you're like, how do I calmly say I love you? You know?
Wow.
And you can't. You don't. It doesn't work that way. Well,
Can you
we've been,
can you name drop?
name drop? Yeah, I think so. I hope so. We'll find out. If I'm fired tomorrow, it's fine. The Wonder Years. You guys familiar with the Wonder Years?
Sure.
We do a lot of their merch right now. So their lead singer would actually come in to discuss stuff, and not so much anymore. Like, not that their music's bad. It's just, you kind of grow out of the pop punk phase. When they initially started, the early half of my 20s was just loving all of his like lyric writing and just, I mean, their drummer to begin with was already like, I felt like I could never touch that level of expertise. So
Wow.
for me, it was really cool seeing him. We work with Amigo the Devil, who's like a gothic country singer, I believe he is. He's
Gothic
pretty-
country.
Gothic country?
Yeah,
Wow.
I think it's gothic country. It's worth checking out. It's not what you think it's gonna be.
I can't think of anything it's gonna be.
Do you mind hitting me with the name again?
Yeah, Amigo the Devil. And I'd say the song I really liked, there were 2 songs. Our guitarist actually showed me one of them, Perfect Wife, and then the other one was Murder at the Bingo Hall.
Great names.
Yeah.
I know,
Very,
right?
very good. He's an odd dude, but I did really like his stuff. And then we've done a lot of smaller bands even too, like local bands. We help them out a lot as well. So it's been a lot of fun to work with music constantly.
That's
You know?
amazing.
Very cool. December 8th, we're talking about that December 8th, which is a couple weeks from now. You're playing the HMAC in Harrisburg. New venue for you. Have you been to this place? It's looks pretty cool. I've heard good things about it.
I think it might be December 9th. Are you sure it's December?
Oh, did I blow that? Oh my God.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I'm just gonna panic. I have the Google Doc right here with me. It's okay. We made for our thing. We made a Google Doc where it's just, what are you doing? When are you doing it? I think it's
Oh, okay.
December. It's a Saturday. So.
Okay, so it's December
the
9th. My
think it's
apologies.
Oh,
I will fix
it's
that.
fine. We have played HMAC though. HMAC, I really truly love. We did drastically lose out on crowd size the last time we played because they decided that exact same day to throw like a male stripper event upstairs as well. So, you can't win against actual exposed dicks.
And they're actually looking at titties. Oh no, they're not.
All right,
No,
no.
it's opposite.
We'll
Strippers
call
are
them.
looking. Yeah, right.
They're looking at their biddies.
Right.
They're itty bitties.
Yeah, they're itty bitty.
That's pretty cool. And
Oh, go
yeah.
ahead.
no, it's your show, man. Go ahead.
My goodness. It's the ADHD meds. I start like and like screaming. But no, we have played there before. I do love the venue. I thought that was really cool. And it's like good sound in there too. I mean, it's loud, so I'm always a big fan of the earplugs because the tinnitus and watching
Yeah,
the sound. of
Good
metal,
for you. Take care of those ears. We try to tell, especially like the younger bands who are just starting out, like, man, you don't know. Like,
like
please
you
wear
don't-
your earplugs.
Yeah, and then you're staring at the ceiling going, what is that? And then you're like, oh, I know what that is. That's 10 years of me blowing it off. And then,
That's ringing. Being such a unique band with a great punk sound and having different instruments, etc., thrown in there, I know we're running a little late, but I got to ask, your musical influences, bands you grew up loving, bands you like now, where did you kind of develop the sound and the style? Because it's definitely unique. That's why I love you guys and wanted to get you on. But who inspires you with this type of music?
okay, so for me, I come from like a very long combination of stuff. So I'll speed through it, but I think I generally get everyone else's too. So I might be able to give you more, hopefully.
Okay.
And so essentially what I used to do is I was the kid who like just whatever was on the radio is what I got stuck in my head. And then like sometimes fun, cool songs until about like 16. Then I decided I kind of really wanted to play drums. I just don't know why. Like I really wanted to do that as a thing. And I'd already taken lessons for 3 years, but never took it seriously. So then for some reason the Beatles or no, Aerosmith is what did it. I don't get it.
Wow.
I don't know why. They're great. I mean, they make millions more than me, so whether I like them or not, it's irrelevant. But my dad went, "Oh, you like stuff like this? Here's this massive stack of CDs," and I went through all that. And then I remember going like, "What's the big deal about the Beatles?" And then for some reason, Ringo just like locked in. Yeah, I definitely understand. I know.
Thank you.
I locked into his drumming for some reason. I love being like a pocket drummer because I was like, just keep the beat. That's my job. Like I do like to keep things like fun and shake it up a bit, but like, a couple songs sometimes in multiple bands, they go like, oh, why don't we throw a drum solo in there? I'm like, why don't we pass? As a matter of fact, I'm like, let's never talk about that ever again. I don't want to do it. I want to make like somebody else cool. And like, if there's a fun way for me to fit in the spaces, I like doing that. But then it turned into like a lot of that pop punk. So the drummer from The Story So Far was like huge for me for a little bit, if anybody's even familiar with them. Good dudes, but it's like like My Girlfriend Never Loved Me kind of punk where you're like, yeah, all right, it is what it is. But their drummer is on fire, and then it turned to like the Wonder Years, spread into that. Then I moved into like indie, so I've got like a wide range of everything going around in there, and I love catchy things. And that's basically where a lot of what came to it for me. Kira's been influenced heavily by Danzig, all Danzig. Danzig is just, there's probably an altar somewhere that we're missing.
Her and Glenn are like the polar opposite human beings.
Yup, she's big on that. She's, she loves 80s too, just in general 80s.
Yes.
But the big one was Danzig for this. And she basically wanted to take like elements of The Thing and the Misfits and smash them together violently until you get what we have here, just a random mishmash. And then you've obviously got, now it's Cody with Les Claypool is obvious,
Yes.
And Cody's been on heavier, like I think he started, Metallica was like one of the big ones back in the day for him, so, and Motorhead, like he started to branch out, but like initially, like Claypool seems to be like where it was the big jumping off point for him as a bassist. I've known him for 10 years, and 10 years ago, he would be the guy who'd walk into college, and we'd be sitting there in this room waiting around, and he'd just be sitting there like figuring it out. So 10 years later, watching him like kill it, it's crazy. Jared's a fan of jazz. Oh my God! Hello, I think we played.
Rain of the Hated, very cool band. They've been on the show as well, and
But still, that's awesome. Hello. It's like it truly is like insane to watch all of that happening at the same time. And then Carbo's big influence was Slash, and I know his hair's like
Wow.
that. That's not on purpose. It's just the way his hair happened to grow out. It's like
Hey, if you have
Slash.
slash hair, then
I haven't had
rock
Slash.
it.
Yeah,
he would
right.
be
You gotta be a rock star with Slash hair.
Oh, 100%. And that's Guns N' Roses is like his big jumping off point as well. I don't think I missed anyone, right? I think Jared, Cody, Kira, Carbo. Yeah, I got them. I tried to speed it up because I know you're running out of time a little bit, but
No, that's
Now, we're-
amazing. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's more or less your time. Like we feel bad to leave people late unless they're hanging, but I do appreciate you coming out and representing the band. It's a terrific band. So what is next for the Galaxy SIs? Everybody always says, "Oh, we got tons of songs," or "We got to." Thank you very much. We got tons of songs. We got tons of stuff coming up. What do you guys got going on in the near future? We know the show December 8th, of course, at the HMAC. You guys seem like you love the performance. I see you out there a lot. But what do you got next as far as creative?
So creatively, we're actually finishing up a mix within the next week or so for another song. One of the songs we've been playing a lot now, Cleopatra. We've got another mix coming after that, and then December, in between recording those two shows, we're going to kind of get started on pre-production for 4 more songs. All of the songs we've already like kind of played before. And then January, we're kind of taking a month off from that, or from like anything else other than maybe getting stuff recorded if we don't finish it all. But again, it's only 4 songs. I think we'll be done. But after that, though, it's all creating new stuff. Like we've been, I did a count a while back. I don't know where it is, but we have now currently done or made over 21 songs, but we ended up having to narrow them down to 12. So as much as we love playing these songs, things are kind of, they're running stale. So we're trying to kickstart it. So we got 4 more songs sitting on a Google Drive in the works, and we're hopefully going to, branch out past that and come away with some more stuff within, by February or March, maybe we'll have like an entire reworked set list as well.
Awesome. Yeah, definitely don't lose them because I get the feeling this band's going to be around for a long time and only getting bigger because it's a great sound. Like I said, it's a throwback to the classic punk mixed in with a beautiful today feel, and I absolutely love it. I'm a big fan. Like I said, I'm trying to get out to HVAC and see you guys, and that's the experience where to catch you. And you all can find The Galaxy Has Eyes. So social media is for people. Facebook, The Galaxy Has Eyes. Instagram is at Galaxy Has Eyes. They've got YouTube. Check out more songs and the videos, etc. Spotify and Apple Music. Get to know this band. Get to love this band. Try not to butcher it. Charles Raffaele?
Raphael. It's
Raphael.
It's
all right.
If you want to do that way, I just say Raphael at this point. Like
I'm 100% Italian, and I blew it. Now I'm nervous, so I'm going to blow it. But Charles, I thank you so much for taking the time to be on with us tonight. Even though we ran late, sometimes we just get so into it that we love it. We hate letting you go. Like we could do this for hours on end. But
yeah, we need to have beer after the show on the 9th. The 9th.
I know, right? The 9th.
I love talking, which is a blessing and a curse, but I love talking. So I will happily do anything after any show or even in between.
I'll bring my wife and I'll show you somebody who knows how to talk.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Wow.
And I'll be Kira's bodyguard. Make sure she doesn't get any more busted out.
Perfect. Yeah, that's a good call. We're about to get her like a mouth guard or something at least. I don't know how it'll work, but we'll figure out the technology.
Right.
And to the rest of the band, we thank you and we love you guys as well. We appreciate you. We're going to play a couple more songs. Charles, thanks for coming on. And hey, man, when the new stuff comes out a few months down the road, let's do it again. How about it?
Absolutely. And I'll bring the whole band next time.
Great.
Sounds good, man. But
thank you.
But remember, the drummer is the heart and soul
There you go.
of the band. That's right. I said it.
That's true. All right. I'll let you have it. It's your show.
Have a great night, Charles. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving.
Yep. Happy Thanksgiving.
Yes, happy Thanksgiving. Thank you. The Galaxy Has Eyes and drummer Charles Raffaele. I'm still going to get it wrong. Number 10. Oh, he gave it a thumbs up, so I guess they did it all right.
Yeah,
so,
there you go.
all right, works.
Just think of the turtle.
We're going to play the latest single. I've got a couple lined up. And I'm just a little selfish. I played the ones I like, JD. So next up, we're going to play "Wake Up, Time to Break Up" because I just love this
This will
song.
wake you up.
Oh yeah, it'll wake you up. This is a good jam right here, and it's definitely a big middle finger to society, right?
Oh my God. She probably drew that too. She's so insanely talented.
Probably did. That is really cool. Let's play it real quick. The Galaxy Has Eyes, our special guest tonight. This one's about 2 minutes, 48 seconds long. Wake Up, Time to Break Up from The Galaxy Has Eyes. Thank you, Charles, for coming on, and we'll be back with you, wow, in a few minutes here on the O Show. Enjoy.
I got this gut-wrenching feeling in the pit of my stomach that you're out at some party, flirting with some nobody. She's probably got a big ass. I know that's what you like. I know you're wishing to kiss it tonight. She's probably way more edgy. Plays the stupid game you like. I know that's all it takes to get me off your mind. To know you're fucking alcoholic, looking for idiots 'cause the fuss is sure losing.
dedicated to every single female that want to throw a man out of their house. Wake up. Time to break up the galaxy has eyes. And I got to tell you, Jewel Tatey, being a female, having relationships, etc., like many, my wife, my sister-in-law, etc., don't you just want to blast that in some dude's ear that you want out of your life?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, she lays down, just comes down and says, "Get the fuck out of my house."
Sometimes you feel like that, especially when they're sleepers. It's like, you're sleeping? You're sleeping right now? Get out.
Yeah, if I ever got divorced from my wife, I think she would blast out my ear. Like, first I got to wake up because I sleep a lot. So wake up. Time to break up. Get the fuck out of my house. I hate you. I hate you. It's perfect.
Something about that? Yeah. Yeah. Grind your
And
gears, but
always credit where credit is due. The amazing Rain Sparkles, of course, drummer of
Hey.
Burden of Guilt, is a close friend and a big fan, of course, of Kira and the band. So thank you, Rain, for helping us along because I couldn't really find a good contact. So I got some contact info how to find them, and I appreciate that. And you're a great judge as well of music that you love. And I thank you, of course. I know you've been to the shows. I know Brent's been to the shows. Next time, me and Jewel got to get to the show because that's solid. It's
yeah,
like,
let's go. We have to go on the 9th.
I agree. I want to go so bad. And JD Wolf said, "Rain, you're amazing." Rain is amazing. Bear Rain's in the house. Yeah, I kind of I laughed at the song too. The song's funny, like a lot of punk songs are. It's funny, but yeah, it's great.
Anthems.
Yeah, we all have people we can play that for. I'll play it for my wife later tonight. Just joke with her. Now Jewel knows Cassie, Rain knows Cassie, Brent knows Cassie. That song is going to turn into "I just threw my husband out the window."
Oh, yeah. She
That's
loves
going to be the
those
sequel.
power anthems. She works out to them.
She does. So, thank you for that. You're finally out of the hospital. It's good news. Brent told me, didn't get into details since you had some issues going on. And we, of course, pray for you. We love you here on the program. And, yeah, man, we'd like to get together again. The time that we got together for that Strange Culture show at Earshot was a blast. That venue, Jewel, out of this world. And then, of course, we love you very much. Thank you. The Pizza Cosmo, which was an awesome place, and the pizza was phenomenal, by the way. Oh, my God, I'm going to go back. And, so Jeff will be getting on the steps tonight. You ain't kidding. It's the sequel. My kidneys. So we pray for you. We all pray for you. We all love you. We love our artists here on the show. And, of course, the Galaxy Has Eyes. Big thank you. And it's a community here, man. Once you step foot on the show, your family, and Rain has guest co-hosted. Rain has been a guest, so we appreciate her here.
I know. I was so happy I finally got to meet her.
Right?
If you're feeling up to it, I hope you can make it on the 9th, too. That'll be fun. Get a crew together.
Yeah, we would like that. Actually get a bunch together and head up there. And my wife claims, now my wife, and she says, all the things you say on the show. Pizza Cosmo, she says, is home to the hottest men in Pennsylvania.
Oh, yeah?
She's like, God, there's so many good-looking guys there. I mean, there was that guy that looked like David Beckham.
There was a David Beckham. And there was a
There
Carl
was
Schwarber.
There was a Kyle Schwarber.
There was a
There was
couple
a David
trolls.
Beckham. Yeah, that David Beckham guy. I mean, he walked right up to me and said something. I'm just like,
He really looked like him. Like, no shit.
wow, you're a pretty handsome man.
It's wild.
I can admit it. I hate to admit it, but I can.
I have a bad habit of doing that. Whenever I meet someone, I'm like, you look like this. I met another Kyle Schwarber lookalike last night. I'm like, you look like Kyle Schwarber. He was like, thank you. It's a compliment.
Yeah, you weren't there. I think you go. I think it's us. I think you don't like hanging out with me. He always goes to the shows I'm not at.
He always
and vice
goes
versa.
when I'm not there. And then he talks shit when I don't come out when he's there.
I know, right? Right? He's a big old shit talker. But he does get the job done. He's been on the road and,
Yes, he does.
and he will travel. He's traveled far and out to get to all different shows. And he came out one time to Love Drafts, and he makes his way to Harrisburg and etc. So
Man about
props.
town. Man about the country.
He's a man of PA.
A man will travel.
Man will travel. Yes, he will. A lot of comments. Where I'm supposed to go is there for him. Yeah, we're right. So it's kind of like you guys are Superman and Clark Kent. Never in the same place at the
Yeah.
same time. But we appreciate it. Galaxy has eyes. Sure, let's get into some topics. We missed topics last week.
We did. Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of like blew them off, and of course, I erased them all. So,
You did? I think we had some good ones too. I
We
don't
did,
remember.
and I erased them. Of course, this
I'm gonna
is
look
late.
back at them.
We usually do this early in the show, but rest in peace to former First Lady Rosalind Carter. And remembering, because Carter was like the first president I was old enough to remember. And I remember his wife being involved so much. I'm like, really? Like the First Lady does all this too? And yeah, and she was like a pioneer of it. And, leading on from there to Nancy Reagan, of course, was very active as well. So rest in peace to an amazing lady, Rosalind Carter. Over the weekend, very sad, and you realize when the years go by that people you grew up with as like the first lady passing on. Very sad news.
People you grew up with.
Right, Mom, right, way before you're like Rosalind. Who? What did she sing? No.
Miss Calder? No, I'm sorry. R.I.P. I wasn't trying to be disrespectful.
The Philadelphia Phillies, Jewel, got the pen out and they made the deal. Aaron Nola, 7 more years. And I heard that Nola used a lot of leverage. He claimed that the Braves had an offer. He claimed that the Dodgers had an offer. Maybe to pump it up a little bit. The Braves apparently offered $60 million over, I think, not 6 years. I forget what it was. It was 6 years at something. Pretty outrageous number. And then we inked it. 7 years, though, Joe. It's a long time.
I love
For
him. I
pitcher.
think he's in his prime. And I don't know. I know a lot of people talk shit, but I think he's solid. Like, I'm just never, except for that last game, I'm never nervous when he pitches. Like, I feel
Yeah,
calm.
you didn't.
I did feel calm at the last game. I'm like, dude, well, not the last game. The game before the last game. I'm like, we got this. We're home. It's Nola. Like, let's go. And yeah,
We lost.
we just couldn't hit is the problem. It wasn't technically his fault.
Yeah, they're worried about the pitching. And no, I mean, you got to get a guy like Nola. It's a nice re-signing. No, it's not 60. His contract comes out to JD a very paltry $25 million a year, which people are like, what a bargain. Still $25 million a year. Wow.
Compared to Trey and come on.
But they're talking about making the moves because everybody wants Mike Trout, who I think is near the end, or Shohei Ohtani, and they're talking about trading like Castellanos. Like, you got to mix it up. It's time for fresh faces. Guy's been here 2 years, right?
And he's just, he like, this was his breakout year. Like, no, leave Nick alone. Castellanos
Jules and-
stays.
Jules in love. So,
He's so invested. Like, even his glove is like, local company. Like, they just love being here, and they love being here. Let them be here. Him, Harper, Nola, I feel like they're constant, and I'm so upset about Reese too. I just can't. It's so sad.
yeah, the Reese thing kind of ended with a whimper, not a bang. And I don't mean that playing. It's just kind of like out of nowhere, they're like, "Oh, Harper's playing first." And we're like, awkward because Schwarber's now the DH. Harper's playing first.
Yeah.
It was kind of like an unceremonial kick in the ass. Like, see you, Reese.
It is. He like just never got a shot,
Schwarber.
and he would have been hot this season too, with the bat.
His glove was terrible. His glove was terrible. So the chance to have him at
Who?
DH maybe
Harper?
would've been- No. Hoskins.
Schwarber?
His glove's horrible. Hoskins.
Oh, but he can hit.
He's like an error machine. Oh, he definitely could hit, but he's an error machine. And I remember when we got Harper, I came out like,
Trey has more errors than
yeah, but
anyone.
Trey, and Trey's better than that. That's the shock. Like, that's not typical
It's like,
Trey
all right, they get the
Turner.
most plays, right? But man, pay me, pay me.
Young
$50
talent,
million.
of course. They're talking about the kid Crawford, the outfielder Crawford. They got some pitching coming up. They were talking about dealing these guys away to get into the Trout or Ohtani sweepstakes. Ohtani's listed to go everywhere, though. The Dodgers, the Cubs, all these teams with money.
How old's Trout? It's up there, right?
Trout's got to be in his early 30s, and the problem with Trout is, and I think JD mentioned, he's hurt all the time. Like he has been.
Well,
I
we
gotta
don't
look
need
it up.
another friggin' Carson Wentz on our hands.
I know people are like, well, he's from the area. He's from Jersey, number one. Now he goes on the Eagles games, and that's great. Number two, he's got the money to. He's 32 years old.
Oh, I thought he was older.
Last year, he managed to just bat 263, hit 18 home runs, 44 RBIs. That kind of shows you how
We're
few
good.
games he's been playing. I know. I mean, no disrespect. Mike Trout had the chance to be one of the best of a long time. But 2020, Joey batted 199 times. 2021, 117 times. 2022, healthier, 438. And last year, 308. But when you're only getting 100 at bats and you're the superstar, that's not good.
Yeah.
It's not
There's
good.
just so
And,
many worthy players that we can have
like Castellanos,
and who will work. Yeah, Nick's a worker though.
because Jewel loves
I
him.
do. love him.
You love him. You love him. What movie is that from? I don't remember.
You love him. Oh, isn't that Miss Congeniality? You love me. You want to kiss me.
Yeah, probably good call. You love me. Jewel, they had a poll of the world's sexiest podcast host. And when you told me and you wanted me to guess who it was, I, of course, guessed you first. And when that was wrong, I guessed me.
Yeah.
And that was wrong, too. But I'm disappointed in this. And I'm going to rant for a minute after we give the answer because you know how I feel about this situation. It was Taylor Lautner?
Yeah, Twilight dude. Did you
Yeah,
have do you have the poll?
No, I don't have that. I could not find the poll, but I saw the Lautner was, and I'm like, wait, that doesn't even count. He's an actor.
I think I saw this on another podcast, and it was definitely like a segment of a bigger sexiest person. Like they did sexiest comedian. Guess who won that? It's a late
Sexiest
night.
comedian?
It's a late night person. I'll give you that.
So wasn't that Matt Riffey character?
No, not
gonna say,
stand up.
isn't-
He's like a late night talk show
Oh,
host.
don't tell me Stephen Colbert.
No, freaking Trevor Noah. Like he's not even
Oh.
funny. He's not even funny,
Oh, I can't.
and he's not even that
stand-
cute.
I can't stand Trevor Noah, and I don't care if his agent came out tomorrow and said he wants to do the O show. No, thank you. I
There
can't
has to be
stand
like
that guy.
it's like a 15-year-old girl making this list. It has to be freaking Twilight dude. Podcast. I didn't even know you had podcasts.
I didn't know he had a podcast, but so many celebrities do. And when you're like me and Joel and your budget is pretty much zero, and you like show up to shows or watch these bands and grind to get people to agree to come on, that's a podcast. Rolling out of bed like I'm a celebrity set me up, that is not a podcast.
That was the argument. It's like, man, we had one thing, and then celebrities just take it over.
Right. They take
Of course,
everything.
if they slap their name on something, it's gonna, blow up. So why not? Why not let me just talk about anything and everything I want to in a podcast? But
I'm
can you
Taylor.
blame them? I guess you can't
I'm
blame them because we're
Taylor
doing the
Lautner.
goddamn same thing.
Yeah, but we're working hard at it.
We try. I mean, we do it because we love it and we believe in something. It's not like
You and a couple
You
buddies
should.
get together and call it the Wolf Pack podcast.
But when I hear someone funny, when I meet someone, I'm like, you should have a podcast. Like, this is what it's made for. Like, funny people or people who have, something they're trying to get across. That's the kind
Right,
of
people
podcast I want.
that can talk. And that's
Or
why,
like murder podcasts. Oh my God, they're my favorite.
I was supposed to have one with somebody and they like bailed on me. But like
It's going
when I
nuts.
do when I do Wednesday night, and the goal wasn't to set out to just do a show without Jewel because I always ask Jewel, hey, free Wednesday, and Wednesday's a tough night for her. But I did Wednesday night to kind of bring in new people, to bring in new audience, and you'd be amazed how many people are like, I can never do that. It just doesn't seem that hard to me, but a lot of people are blown away by it.
I mean, it is nerve-wracking as shit, especially if you have anxiety. Like just to speak when we were just audio I was beside myself. I'm like, I need a beer. I can't do
Wow.
this. But like, I really wanted to do it. It was like when I worked on the radio station and I worked on a morning show. I'm like, I just would never have the balls to like get on the microphone like that. Like, I don't know how these people do it. And then when I was in the comfort of my home, I'm like, all right, let me try this. And then we were on camera and that was a whole other animal. I'm like, oh, Okay.
Yeah. In the beginning, it did change. And tomorrow night, as a matter of fact, we're going to do a Wednesday night. And the reason why I want to advertise it, we're on that subject, somebody new to the podcast and co-host game. So tomorrow night, the guest is Cameron Jane, and she's a fantastic singer, Nashville. And my guest co-host is going to be Samantha Madrak. And I love Samantha. She's cool. And the film we had on from the nerd, what's that? The nerd hit me with it. Darnell Hicks.
Oh, Darnell.
Like she's done shows with Darnell, like
Nice.
like dress up stuff and paint parties and stuff like that. And she's very
Yeah, they're
cool.
both gorgeous.
And I've asked her a million times, and finally said, you know what? I'm free because her schedule was stuff. She's like, I'm free now. Let's give it a shot. This is her, and this is Cameron on the left, Samantha on the right. But Jules, she's going to do something. And again, when you talk about nerves of steel, she said she's going to read her actual DMs and share the ridiculous stuff that men say to her. I'm slightly excited for that.
I can imagine. I know it's DMs are scary. Scary world.
It is definitely a scary word.
Almost makes you not want to have anything.
Tristan Simon's in the house. Are you guys playing on the 9th? I have to work on the 9th. I'm actually going to get
December
there.
9th is the HMAC show.
Oh, wait. December 9th is Sweeney's also? I know this weekend is The Vice.
Damn.
Matter of
This
fact, if you
weekend's
guys can come out.
Whoa,
Yeah,
whoa,
if you
whoa.
guys can come out
Saturday?
this weekend. Yes.
Saturday's device. Oh my god, I'm there.
Saturday is The Vice. So I'll be coming.
Yeah.
I'm definitely coming. Got to work, but I'm coming at the end for Device. But December 9th. All right, I got to get my calendar straight. Anyway, Tristan, and a little treat for everybody. Tristan, of course, him and his twin brother and Jordan are the Grimjacks, and they're sensational. And their dad, John Simons, of course, and I talk about a lot of great projects, getting the local scene heard more. And at the end of the show, we're not going to do St. Rick's in the show. We're actually going to do the brand new video platform by the Grimjacks. That's where we're going to exit tonight. So Tristan, thank you for that. And nice little spot to drop you in. Yeah, tomorrow night Samantha's going to go into her real DMs, and she also did a questionnaire thing, Ask Me Anything, and she's going to put some of those up too. Should be an interesting evening.
Oh wow. Can't wait
Yeah.
to tune in.
You got to tune into that
I'll
one.
be baking pies and watching Jeff cry.
Now, Jeff is going to cry. And of course, Cameron Jane is a wonderful Nashville artist, and try to get her for a while. And sometimes my approach is weird. Like I make a comment on her thing to say thank you, and then I go in and I'm like, do you play original songs? And first, like, if I don't tell her, like, it's a podcast, like, do you do original songs? She's probably like, this jerk off. But then I followed up with, ooh, I'm sorry, the reason why I'm asking. And she's like, okay, that sounds cool. So that's tomorrow night. Very excited for that. And like I said, don't get me wrong, I ask Jewel every Wednesday. I know it's a tough night for her, and we love what we do here Tuesday nights. Wednesday's just a little curveball.
It is, but you know what? It's if we could do yo every day, we would.
Oh,
Maybe one day we would. Will.
would. One day we would. We definitely would, but we will.
Yeah, I was told we have to like go live on TikTok or something. I don't even know how that works with streaming and how the interview will go, but apparently that's where it's at.
We could record and put it there. I'm still battling with Haley DeSola Pinto to find a proper time for us to get together. And
I'll
even again,
be
she
there.
said, right, she even said, how's this Friday morning? And I'm like, I know. I'm like, I'm working. Like, I want to quit my job just to spend a half hour with Haley DeSola.
We're gonna get there. We're gonna quit our job. Quit our jobs.
I love her. I mean, I hate to
I
say
love her
that.
too.
I think she is funny and sexy and cool and like kind of like a no shits given kind of personality.
She's like a Spice Girl, and she loves the Spice Girls, but she's actually like a Spice Girl. I want to be her best friend.
She is, and I kind of like, if anybody doesn't know what I'm talking about, the show Below Deck, her season's hilarious too because like they're like these multi-millionaire people to come on this cruise ship, and she is just really like acting like a jackass. She really could care less what anybody thinks. And then meanwhile, they're all like, that redhead's pretty hot. So it's like she can win. She can get away with it.
Dude, the stuff they ask for is like ridiculous. I could never put up with those people.
Right?
This one chick, she just kept ordering food and then just like leaving it there. So the chef's busting her ass, making all these like gourmet meals, all
The
these
chefing.
little
Oh my God.
entrees, and the lady's just sitting there and like letting all the food go bad. I'm like, you starving children.
Yeah, I could never do this. I could never be a chef on that ship.
Oh
Like,
my
man.
God. I mean, at least they're like behind the scenes, but they bust their ass. Like, I mean, not to be like upfront with the guests.
Right. And it's tough.
know.
And there's a lot to ask. And I had all these great questions laid out for Haley. But, she even said to me, she goes, well, kind of watch what you ask. I can only say but so much. And I'm like, come on. And then, of course, we realized, like the day of, how far our time periods are apart. Because she's usually in England. And she's like, things that go on in life, I just can't make it work. I'd love to, but I can't. I'm like,
Well, that was like Lilith in the night. She came on at like 2 a.m. her time when it was 8 here.
yeah,
That's
I know.
insane.
Lilith does it. We miss you, Lilith. I love her.
Dedication. That's what rock stars do.
Yeah, as a chef, that would piss me off. And the chef on the show, man, the one female chef would get pissed off.
Yeah.
And I don't blame her.
It was her too.
I know, right? I don't blame her. Yeah, we do want to share. I got the banner. It is this Saturday. And where's the banner? Banner is right there. It's the Future Stars show. Let me take the banner down for a second. Yeah, it's this Saturday, the 25th. And Drew, the lineup is awesome. Dirt Nap, who I've seen, they're terrific. Of course, Bryn Athen is a band I've seen a couple times. Named after the town, of course. Great band. Great rock sound. A couple new ones. In Sunlight, Jamie Powers reboot. I don't know them. Future Souls, I know. I enjoy them. The Zookeepers I've never seen. Jediah Bivens is a lovely young singer. She sings solo with a backtrack. She's terrific. But Jewel, the reason why I'm so excited, it is, of course, the return of Device. And JD Wolf, if you get a chance, look these guys up. If you like metal, like hard metal, the lead singer, Quentin Q, as they call him, is incredible on the mic. The drummer's sensational. They took a college break, and now they're back home for the holiday. They're playing this show. I got to work, but Device is near the end. I think 5:30ish, maybe 6 o'clock. So if you get a chance to get out there, come check out Device. But if you get there early, check out the rest of the bands. Like I said, I love Jediah Bivens. She's beautiful and sings great. Future Souls, I know they're very good. Bryn Athen's very good. Dirt Nap. So there's some great talent, Jewel, on stage Saturday the 25th.
Absolutely.
Brought to you by Atlanta Brocas, who we
Brocas.
love. Love you, Atlanta. Love you very much. Love you. We got a... sorry if I missed the comments. Nice. It is nice. Oh, here we go. My man John Simons. What's up, Jeff and Drew? I've been watching for the last hour, going in and out of sleep and dealing with a parent. Well, that's all the fun. And I'm going to bed. Just wanted to check in, say I love you guys. We love you too, dude.
Aw.
John
Happy
is
Thanksgiving.
right. Happy Thanksgiving to you and the family. Your son's been here, and the band, of course, the Grimjacks is fantastic. You do great music work. There's Christmas Drive stuff, Jewel, that John is doing, and he gives back. He really does. He works hard and gives back to the community as well. And we're trying to get we've got some names, some venues, some things cooking with me and John to get the original music thing, the local music thing blowing up. And like I keep doing the hashtag and support local music, support local artists, etc. Support original music 2024. That is the goal, Jewel, right there. Hashtag support original music. Let's do it.
Yeah, man. I'm excited.
I'm excited too, and like I said, I got the lead from you, and I thank you for it all the time. Because as much as I love music, you said there's so much right in your backyard you wouldn't even know, and you're right.
I know. And you just get out to these shows, go to Future Stars. Oh my God, I'm so excited for this big long break. I'm off for the rest of the week, and I can't wait to get back to another Future Stars and then absolutely make it up to HVAC in December. I want to see this guy so bad.
I know, got it.
And I just want to protect her. I feel like I'm going to be a bodyguard at that show.
Don't touch her. She really, and again, I got to go back to this picture because
she's so badass.
But I can't believe, like, she looks so dainty. Like, look at her. she's adorable. Like, I mean, even though she's being punk rock and's got like the studded bra, she's cute. Like, and you just can't imagine her getting their ass beat out there.
Yeah.
Like all the guys in this picture looking at her like, you're about to get your ass beat.
Ready for it.
Right? And she is ready for it. From what I hear, definitely sensational. Big shout out real quick to the Happy Hour podcast. And the reason why I will be guest co-hosting Jewel this Sunday. And this Sunday, the Happy Hour podcast. Go to www.thehhpod.com. Our special guest will be adult film star Adeline Starr. My good friend Ray Chase, of course, brings you the Happy Hour podcast, one of the best podcasts around, one of my favorites. I get the guest co-host sometimes. Jewel, he put up a post the other day on Facebook and said, in 2024, who do you want to see on the Happy Hour podcast? Drop it in the comments. I said Jewel Tatey. He said, I love it. Let's make it happen.
Me? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm down.
He even said, he's like, last time I think I shocked her a little. When he came on that night, he threw you a little curveball. Your eyes bugged out of your head a little
Oh,
bit.
he
on
was
one
so
thing.
toned down. I was walking into that.
He was.
preparing for battle, and he was very mellow, and I think he was a little under the weather too, so
Yeah.
probably factored in. But yeah, I'm so down.
He had said to me, he's like, our shows are totally different, and I don't know how to be on yours. I'm like, dude, just be yourself. Just talk about what you love and what you do. And I love the guy. I think he's great. He's got a very different approach from ours. He runs it and brings people into it. Like, he has these guests, and like I said, a lot of them are adult entertainers, and he just pushes them right into the act. Like, you're going to be doing the Q&A. You're going to be talking about all this stuff. You're going to be doing it, and a lot of them just fit right in. It's perfect.
Yeah, and I love the games.
Oh, I love the games. I love the games as well. Let's see, we got our Bear. We got to get your stuff in. Pantera, Lamb of God, Disturbed will headline the 2024 edition of Knotfest Australia. Wow, that's
Jesus.
good Lord. That's a lineup. Speaking of lineups and speaking of tours and all that, Jewel, I almost don't want to do this one because it makes me mad. But the Rolling Stones are going back on tour, and here's why it makes me mad. Like, there's no Charlie Watts, and that disappoints me.
Yeah, and you were at the last time they were here, right?
Yeah.
So
Sat
that was
on
probably
the
the
roof.
last time. Yep. Oof.
Sat on the roof of Lincoln Financial for several $100s a ticket. I told my wife, don't give me a ticket. She said, guess what? I got you a ticket. And I'm telling you, we probably spent close to like $800 or $900 on 3 tickets.
Yeah, man. I told my sister, I'm like, don't give me a ticket, and she still got me a ticket for Bruce. And then he ended up getting sick, canceling. But yeah, I don't know. Like, if it's gonna be the Stones, it's gonna be Bruce. Like, I do want to be up front and center. Like, I want to see them. I know it's not the same. You probably got the last good tour that you saw, so lucky for you. But I don't know. When it's someone I really like, I just want to be like up close and at least see them in person and not looking at a screen.
Yeah, I know a lot of people that way. You remember a couple years back for Christmas, we did the one charity, and God, the name escapes me right now. Oh, Foster Angels on Earth.
Mm-hmm.
And Patty Hartman and her sister. So Patty is an avid concert goer, gigantic Foo Fighters fan. And she's like, dude, I'm sitting up front. I don't care what it costs. If I'm seeing Foo Fighters, I'm right in front. There's this awesome picture from one of their shows of her, like right, like the light is right on her. She's standing right out.
Oh my God.
Very awesome. Yeah, so I mean, I get you. I get you. Real quick, 3 bands that you would pay unlimited money for if you had it, living or dead. 3 bands.
3 bands or 3 artists? Because I like my artists.
3 anything. That's a good way to look at it.
That I haven't seen. Let's go with who I haven't seen, because I've seen a lot of my favorites. I would die to see Suzanne Sunford, die to see Portishead, and I would say die to see Ween, but I know they come back like every year. So I know I'll get there eventually, but Ween and living or dead? Jeez.
Yeah,
Christ.
living or dead, because I definitely know where I'm going. Like,
That's tough, man. I had to think about that.
all right, so I'll jump in because I got a couple right off the top of my head. Living or dead, paying. There's no possible price ticket to put on it, I'm definitely seeing Queen with Freddie Mercury. No doubt about it. I am absolutely positively want to get up close and personal to see Jimi Hendrix and watch him play guitar. Like that to me is something very cool. And living, I mean, I say I'd pay any amount, but I haven't seen them yet, is Foo Fighters. I've actually never seen them.
Oh, really? I feel like they're
No.
here a lot too.
They are. I haven't seen
Yeah.
them. And of course, I haven't seen Blink, but that's 3 times in a row that I've bought tickets and they canceled.
Yeah.
Skinner, The Doors, and Hendrix. That's a good list. The
I was
Doors.
gonna say the Doors, but he's so crazy. Like he might stop the show. Second song in. It has to be the Beatles too. I mean, I could watch those guys practice and just be entertained. Sorry.
I get it. I'm not a fan. Oh, we got John Simon. So here we go. Pink Floyd, Iron Maiden, The Doors. Never seen Iron Maiden. And I am such a Bruce Dickinson fan. I love Maiden. Pink Floyd I've seen twice, both without Roger Waters. And I tell you what, too much world involvement. Like, come on, Waters, enough already. But I love Gilmore. I love Pink Floyd. I saw them twice.
Oh, you know who I
Maiden's
am
good.
seeing around my birthday? My sister, she's like, I'm buying you, she's down the shore. I'm buying you a birthday ticket in February. Well, my birthday's in January. She's coming in February, but I think I'm seeing Stevie for the first time. And I'm excited.
Really? I'm not
Yeah.
a Stevie fan. No offense. I know tons of people are. Pink and Lady Gaga.
I'm not a real big Fleetwood Mac, but I love her.
A lot of people love Stevie Nicks. And first of all, with her outfit, Stevie Nicks needs a Funko Pop, first of all.
I'm sure she has to have one.
Not of yet. Although Jalen
Really?
Hurts is coming out with one, yeah.
Jalen Hurts? Oh my God, I need one.
Yeah, they're coming out with Jalen Hurts one in a few. I think it comes out in January. But, I mean, like I said, a lot of people like Stevie Nicks. I get that. I'm just not a big fan.
I just think I'm going to be like hypnotized and have a great time.
I'm Team Lindsay. Lindsay Buckingham. Right.
Who? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she R.I.P.
Yeah, on again.
I
off
was
again.
thinking of singers for some reason, and I got confused. I would love to see Adele too. I would pay to go see her residency just because I love seeing amazing singers live, and damn, I would just like to see a great voice like that.
Oh, wow.
live.
So JD has seen her. Her concert was awesome. That's what I hear. A lot of good feedback. Moody Blues.
Moody Blues are so good.
Traveling Wilburys is interesting because that's a legendary lineup of like Roy Orbison and oh my
Rory
god,
too. Oh my God, could you imagine seeing Rory live? That'd be insane.
Bob Dylan, Roy Orbison, God, who else? I forgot everybody already. Tom Petty, Jeff Lynne. Oh, there's one more. Oh, damn it. Think of the guys that sing badly.
I forgot. I don't know. I did know one.
Hey, Grimjacks. I want a Grimjacks Funko Pop, a 3-pack.
Yeah, right?
I want it, definitely. Sorry, trying to go to bed. Yeah, I get the same feeling. I've been trying to go to bed since like 6 o'clock, but I Yosho and I'm like locked in. I get locked in. I tried to make a Jeff and Joel Funko Pop, but Joel got mad because the hairdo with the long dark hair when I came in.
I fixed her though. No, well, she had like dreadlocks, but I found the one that they tweaked it.
We got to make it.
Out of my cat and dog.
I don't know if you can make a 2-pack though.
2-pack? Well, we'll just put them together. They'll be like the screen.
Yeah, they genius. We build our own like a little
Shut up.
window
That's your
box.
Christmas present.
Damn it.
A
Right.
Funko of me is your present.
I'm gonna turn that thing into a voodoo doll and stab you in the arm. Nah.
Sick. You
You're
put
right.
thought into that. I don't appreciate it.
I just did right now, like popped in my head. You have to put thought in that. I really don't appreciate it.
Did you ever see what's the movie? Teen Witch, where she makes a voodoo doll of her teacher? And then
Yes.
he goes through the
I mean,
car
no.
wash.
Yeah.
No, it's the best movie. Robin
I know.
Riley,
It is pretty good.
and she throws him in the washer, and then she undresses him, and he undresses in class. That's such a classic.
I've seen it, sadly enough.
If you could make a voodoo doll of someone,
Yeah, let's do it. If you can make a voodoo doll of someone, who would it be? And the funny part is, we're not going to say the name. We're going to type it in the private chat. We're probably going to say the same name. So,
Well, if you would have asked me this yesterday, I would have said Mahomes.
oh yeah. Well, I mean,
he just irks my soul. I'm sorry.
he does. He does.
Yeah. He's whiny with his whiny ass face and his annoying wife.
Who works on your nerves more, him or Prescott? Because I can't stand Dak Prescott.
I don't like Mahomes. Tom Brady takes the cake. I really do not like Tom Brady.
I don't like Tom Brady either.
Yeah, we would have a collection too, my man.
George Harrison, thank you. George Harrison, Bob Dylan,
yeah.
Roy Orbison, Tom Petty.
That's a
That's
great
what I
one.
got.
That's
Jeff
a great way to cover all the bases there. Fair.
Oh dear, here we go. Yeah, we're derailing. My
We're
buddy
not getting,
Steve.
too deep.
My buddy Steve Giordano in the house. You make a few voodoo dolls. Dude, me and you have been together a long time. We would definitely. But if I knew Steve, he's talking more along the lines of like female voodoo dolls and doing naughty things. To little booby
Oh.
crap.
I don't think that's the.
No, that's not the premise.
We're gonna have to
it's
ask.
definitely not the premise. We have more topics, don't we? I think I do here.
I
yeah,
pulled up
and-
the topics from last week.
Oh, okay. Someone talk about this one real quick.
We're
Like, NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell got caught. They say caught, but he was taking a photo on the field this past week with Kendra Lust, a little film star. And everybody's like, "Oh my God! Like, what's he doing?" She's a fan. She's a football fan. She's down on the field, runs into the commissioner of the league, takes a picture. But lately, Joel, it seems like the celebrity photos and celebrities at the game seem to mean more than the players. Like, everybody's worried about Taylor Swift being there, and and you see shots of celebrities. Like, of course, Russell Wilson's married to Sierra. We had to see her. But Simone
hear that?
Biles. What the heck is going on there? Is that rain?
Wind,
Wow,
dude.
you're in trouble.
I thought my window was gonna fall in. Maybe I should take. That was scary. Sorry.
Next, yo, top five voodoo doll people. Our dolls without double D. See, I told you.
I feel like it's always been a thing though. Like any celebrity, like Jessica Simpson, Tony Romo, like anytime there's a celebrity at a game, they're gonna show it. It's like the NBA games. They always show people in the front row, Jack Nicholson, Leonardo DiCaprio, and courtside. Like they're celebrities that they're gonna get airtime.
Yeah, and I don't know if we talked about it or not, but I remember like Simone Biles came out and made a big deal. She's like, "Oh, how come nobody's showing me? We always show Taylor Swift."
We can't
She's
see
Taylor
you. You're
Swift.
short.
Right. Like,
She's so tiny.
an Olympic athlete is good and she's great at what she does, but talking Taylor Swift is probably the most popular
Yeah,
musician artist out there right now.
she is. She's like the damn Beatles. I don't get it, but it is what it is.
Our
So
quarterback
why
God
not
took
showing it?
out the NFL webpage. Did I miss that? Joel, you ever heard the Moody's album Keys of the Kingdom?
I'm
a
not
Moody's
familiar with
fan.
their albums. Like I like a lot of their songs, but I'm not. I'll look into that though because I love finding new old music as well.
The hidden gems. We actually have. You want to do? Yeah. Do you want to do one more song?
One more song? Yeah, let's do it.
We have one more Galaxy song. I said we're going to leave tonight with the Grimjack's new one, but we do have one more Galaxy Has Eyes song, Beach Whale. It's a quick one. It's
Oh,
not
I
that
like
long.
this one.
This is a good one. I think this might be their latest. Beast Whale from tonight's very special guest, the Galaxy Has Eyes. Whoa. And it started without me.
Heyo.
Heyo. But right now, it's a minute 50. We'll be right back on the Yo Show. We're going to talk about who's coming on the show and then leave. So a little after 10. But enjoy. Beast Whale by the Galaxy Has Eyes.
Walking down the beach, tossing the sand. Walking through the market, but nothing's in the man. But there's a washed-up carcass right in my way. There's a washed-up carcass right by the rain. I've been so lonely, down like a shadow.
All right, the galaxy has eyes. Beats well. Wonderful. Joey's got like the OG Yosho shirt on tonight.
Yeah,
Look at
yeah.
that, baby. That
She
is
said
some
this
OG
is her-
Yosho.
Thanksgiving fit.
I said
She
this
needs to
is for
update it.
tomorrow's fit.
Oh, okay.
This is my school
I
fit.
need to update it one. You're not wearing Yosho to school. I don't.
Why
I need your-
not?
I don't need your friends.
What? I can go.
Parents
I-
knowing who I am.
I can just go around and tell people to subscribe. Don't watch it. Just subscribe.
Yeah, and
I
then
like
I'll be getting calls from the parent. Dude, this is funny. Look, if I figure out how to work this dang phone,
I love it.
hang on.
And Julie, like, you're much more receptive to text me because she knows it gets right to me. So that's pretty wild. Yeah, that's
you
pretty
see that?
cool.
And then
Let me
the other
read
one was
one.
funny.
That's
The other
pretty
one was really funny. Wait.
Here, let me show.
Say, yeah, I finally beat my brother.
cool. Yeah.
Gotta love it.
So
I'm
I
just
wanna do
such in a
this-
better mood. It just brightened my holiday. Like,
Oh, sure.
oh God, what a wait.
Now, if the Commanders could find a way to beat Dallas, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Let's do one more topic real quick. So I want to talk about this, and then we'll talk about
Okay.
who's coming up on the show. But
Okay.
David Letterman made an appearance last night on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. It's his first time in the theater since retiring. And Letterman expressed hard about how much he misses interviewing and that there was an art form to it and getting to master it and, you know, having your clunkers and your duds. And I started thinking about me and you and interviewing people and talking and chatting. And I'm thinking, like, we joke around like we're going to do this to the day we die. Can you imagine not doing this? Because I just love doing this. And I love interviewing people or chatting and getting in deep and getting to know them no matter who they are. Could you ever imagine life without it?
When I thought it was gonna come to an end, I'm like, it was just so sad that I didn't want to think about it again. And
When did you
I
when
just,
did you think it was going to come to an end? When I almost died?
No.
Oh,
You're right. No, come on, man. I have faith in you. I'm just no, when we were going through all that crap. But then we persevered and yeah, I mean, let's keep trucking. I'm just gonna
We
have
will-
Joey take my place.
Oh
There
yeah,
we go.
thank you. Oh, I'll just be sitting here.
we will always persevere because the bond that we have, and a lot of people tell me it's absolutely amazing how we have found and landed with each other. And God, it's been 7 years that it's just, there's something very special to what we do and how we do it. And Joey was like a baby when we started. Now she's pretty much ready to take your place. And, get ready soon for the Joey podcast coming to websites near you. That made her eyes bug. She's ready. The Joey
She's
show.
so
I would
ready.
watch.
Yeah. Well, she's just gonna have like a one-off. Like she'll be the street team. She'll be at
I like
concerts, mashing with Kira.
Getting up on stage and
Yeah,
saying,
right.
critical mistakes. I know,
Critical
right?
mistakes.
Critical
New stars this
mistakes.
week.
She's cranking out.
Mhm.
Next week on the program, Joel, I made a banner for it, and then it's gone. It is. It's gone. Yep. So we're going to go to the big banner of people coming up because Jeff sucks at his job here. I said sucks out loud. But anyway, next Tuesday, November 28th. I need each and every one of you to pile in here as we welcome one of our absolute favorites, local artist, Mr. Mike Nappy, next Tuesday. Oh, yeah!
Careful.
Love me some Mike Nappy, and we're going to do Bird Call probably about 4 times that night.
Yeah, seriously.
And I know Mike, he might sing it live. I'm going to have to ask him.
Dude.
December 5th, one of our absolute favorites again, one of our loves. I adore her. The amazing Laura Cheadle is coming back on the program. More big news. Go figure. She's always got big news because she's just always into everything. December 12th, a moment I've waited for months, from a like divided J.C. Clark on the program. Very excited about that. December 19th will be a Christmas show. Not the way we originally planned, because somehow I landed 6th Century, an awesome rock band out of York, PA, and I couldn't stay near them, so that's December 19th. 26th, we have nothing. I don't know how that worked, but maybe we'll take the night off and rest from the holiday, because January 2nd, we ring in the new year with Traverse the Abyss. You want to talk about a local powerhouse band making it happen. Eric Abyss and the guys from Traverse the Abyss. On the 2nd, January 9th, an excellent young singer, Aaron Coburn. January 16th is the band Ignescent. January 23rd is Jules' birthday. It's to be announced. I did reach out to Springsteen. I did mention how he skipped the concert with your ticket and he owes you that much. I don't know if I'm going to get
Cancer. Right here for Joe Teddy.
I'm right. This one goes out to Joe Teddy.
Oh my God.
So I do. I don't know if he's going to come on. Probably not. I did get it. We did get a new one for January 30th, I believe. Did we not? Oh wait, January 23rd. January 30th. Yes, we have. I can't say. Oh, I'm not allowed to say. January 30th is a possible. It's not etched in stone, but if it is a very brand new project that's super cool by somebody we absolutely love. And I sent Jewel, and only Jewel, the preview of it, and it's hot, and I love it. And so I hope it comes too.
Did you?
Yes. Yeah, I sent it to you. You may not have gotten it.
Today was like a fever dream. I have to tell you, like, I was just so excited, like, this band being here tonight, and like,
Yeah.
But I have catching up to do and bands to see and things to do this week. So I will catch up and get back to you on that.
Got it, girl. We love you. But anyway, I'm going to text it to you real quick.
Okay. Oh, Joey's got my phone.
Okay, well, I'm going to send it in the private chat if you can see it. I'm going to send it in the private chat, and nobody else can see it but me and Jewel. But if this new project becomes
You like put it in
official,
the public.
no, I didn't. It's in the private chat. And if this project becomes official, they're going to announce it here on the 30th.
Oh yeah, amazing!
Oh,
You did tell me
oh my
that.
God.
Now I recall.
I'm so pumped for it because
Yes.
these are people
Amazing.
we love.
Yes.
So we're definitely going to, hopefully that comes too. We got some Wednesday night shows. Don't forget tomorrow night, Samantha Madrak takes her first shot at the hot seat. She's going to read some personal DMs and some questions. As well as Cameron Jane, an awesome singer, going to be on the program next Tuesday night. Remember, Mike Nappy, one of our absolute favorites on the program. Again, we're going to play Bird Call probably 1,000 times.
Yeah.
Hello there. John wants me to mention, yes, please, the Romans Road Christmas show on December 9th at the Hope Community Church in King of Prussia, and they're going to be doing a toy collection there and all. John and John Simons, of course, and his wife Kimberly do a great job in helping for the holidays. And I said we're going to get some toys together for that toy
Amazing.
drive as well. And we absolutely love the fact that you guys do this kind of stuff. And we appreciate it. And thank you for reaching out, Kimberly. And Kimberly, of course, gave us a thumbs up. We got a heart from Sharon Katie. Thank you for the emojis. And thank you for sharing that. And, of course, we'll post that on my page as it gets closer. December 9th, Romans Road Christmas show at the Hope Community Church in King of Prussia, Pennsylvania. Also a great location. Bear, happy Thanksgiving to you as well. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for everybody that dropped in. And a big thank you to the Galaxy Has Eyes. They made it work. Chris came in and just absolutely crushed it tonight. Joey did great. And
You did do great. He was so funny.
he was very
I can't wait to
funny.
meet these guys.
I know, right? They're fun. And Brent promised me they're a lot of fun. again, we're going to do something new tonight. Usually we leave at St. Ricketts, but I said it's also a time to get new original music out. And in the beginning of this video, Jewel, if you listen closely, you'll hear a familiar voice.
Oh my!
Oh yeah, you'll hear a familiar voice in the beginning doing a little shout out. And let's load up. It is the video platform, and the band, of course, is the Grimjacks, who we absolutely love here. So let's play their new one. And the video, I guess, is going to get kind of blocked out by me putting up all our logos. So maybe I won't do it. Maybe I'll just put the scroll up and let you watch the whole video. How about that?
There you go.
Jewel, happy Thanksgiving. I love you so very much. Let's try and meet up over the holiday if you're close by. And I always love seeing you. I love the family. I love everything you do here. I appreciate you so very much. And again, happy Thanksgiving. If one of the big things I give thanks for, it's Tuesday nights and you. I thank you.
Oh, happy Thanksgiving. And I'm thankful for you. And yeah, we'll talk in 10 seconds.
Probably, especially now with the iPhone. It makes you so...
I'm so available. Maybe.
And of course, my wife comes on the end. Yay, the Grimjacks!
No, Saturday, Cass. Saturday.
Look, look at that pic. Smoking that pic. Woo!
Fire.
Hot. She was hot at the show. She went to the show this past Saturday, hung out, saw some of the bands. Saw her boy, of course.
Yep.
Ryan from Milo Sky, who was amazing, by the way. As always, they were amazing. Oh, by the way, tomorrow, Thursday, which is Thanksgiving. What a wild choice. Our good friend Strange Velvet will have a brand new single out. So I'll be popping that one on Thursday. The great guys from Strange Velvet. Very cool rock band. Yeah, let's get out of here with the Grimjacks. Let's do this. We got to share. Oh, no, I stopped screen. We got to share screen. Share screen. Visual video for platform. Share it. And we will see you tomorrow night on Yo Show Wednesday. We'll see you next week on the Yo Show with Mike Nappy. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Have a great evening. Enjoy the video.
Gobble, gobble, y'all.
Gobble, gobble, y'all.
You're pretty decent video. Shoot, guys, I forgot to get the driver's license. What the frick? What's wrong with you? I got it.
This is a great song. It is the new one from Mike Grimjack. Right here. Enjoy it. We'll be back in a couple minutes. You know, all the way in Minnesota. All right, here we go. That's how you do here on the Grimjacks. Right here.
Try to reach
are clearing now. 'Cause things don't ever change. Things don't ever change. Our flames don't ever change. They just do the same.
This is a great song. It is the new one from tonight's guest, the Grimjack. Watch it here. Enjoy it.